Making sport headlines on eNCA, the Proteas arrive in Bangladesh ahead of the World T20 Tournament's opening match, and surfing series launched in South Africa. The Proteas have arrived in Bangladesh ahead of their opening World T20 match against Sri Lanka on Saturday. South Africa will play 2 warm-up matches against Bangladesh A and Pakistan as they get used to the conditions.
It is challenging, for the teams that, obviously South Africa, Australia, England, those teams, our conditions are a little bit different. But in saying that, we've got a lot of players in our team who's played a lot of IPL cricket. And as quite a few tours, India or Sri Lanka and even Bangladesh. So we definitely played enough in these conditions to understand what to expect. So I think we've proven that we can do it. We can play in these conditions against quality spin. But in saying that, you're right, this tournament is going to be probably won and lost. The spinners bowling one, and also the batsmen, how well they play the spinners.
Quicksilver launched its Takes 1 to No One series in Cape Town over the past weekend. The event, which was won by Durban's David van Zyl, provides local surfers with a competitive platform. The 3-leg series heads to Durban next.
South Africa has 3 surfers on the World Championship Tour. Jordie Smith and Travis Logie have become regular contenders on the WCT, while Bianca Buitendag is currently ranked number 2 in the world on the women's circuit. But for a country with such a strong surfing culture, many believe that more South Africans should be competing abroad.
I think a series like this is very important for our local surfers. It's a great stepping stone to be able to compete, get that experience, compete against one another, make a bit of prize money before going on to competing abroad and competing against the Australians, the Hawaiians, the Americans, who pretty much compete in surf events every single weekend.
According to Patterson, Quicksilver is trying to grow the sport by recreating the strong domestic series that produced South Africa's only world champion, Sean Thompson, back in the 1970s.
It's also good to do a couple of events in your local country before you go overseas. It kind of warms you up a bit. And it's kind of fun just to do an adventure because there hasn't been one in South Africa for quite a while, so it's good.
The second leg of the series takes place at Amhloti on the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal in May, while the final leg takes place at Victoria Bay in September. Myron Naika, Durban.
Know more about your world.
eNCA.com.